Hello and welcome to this informational video for the Australian Government's Powering Communities program. This video aims to provide community organisations with guidance and information about the program, including who is eligible and how to apply. You should read the grant opportunity guidelines carefully as they provide important details that are not included in this video. The guidelines are online at www.business.gov.au. The Powering Communities program offers eligible community organisation grants to assist them to improve their energy efficiency, lower their energy use and bills, and reduce emissions. To apply for a grant, you must be invited by your local federal Member of Parliament. MPs can invite community groups to apply for grants from $5,000 to $12,000 to fund projects such as installing new solar PV or battery systems, upgrading some types of air conditioning equipment, lighting and appliances, and improving energy monitoring and management. You will need to cover any project costs beyond the value of the grant awarded. In total, $10.2 million is on offer, with $67,700 available to each of the 151 federal electorates. Up to 12 projects may be funded in each electorate. Community organisations that wish to apply for a grant will need to go through a two-stage process. The first stage runs from 30th of March 2021 through to 6th of September 2021. During this stage, local federal MPs will consult with a committee of representatives from the local community to identify potential applicants and projects in their electorate. It's up to your MPs to decide how the committee process will work in their own electorate. If your community group wants to participate, you'll need to talk to your MPs to find out how the process will work in your electorate. MPs will invite community organisation to formally apply for a grant by sending them a link to an online OS Industry application form. The link will be unique to the organisation being invited and cannot be shared. During the second stage, invited community groups will submit their online application form to OS Industry via business.gov.au. Applications open from 1st of July 2021. Being invited to apply does not guarantee success. OS Industry will assess all applications against the program's eligibility criteria. Applications from invited community groups close on 20th of September 2021. Grant funding will be paid once a grant agreement is signed. Grant funds will be paid to successful applicants from mid to late 2021. Eligible applicants must be invited to apply by their local MP, have an Australian business number and be either an incorporated not-for-profit organisation or an incorporated trustee on behalf of a trust with a responsibility for a community asset or property. You'll be required to provide relevant trust documents. Check the grant opportunity guidelines to ensure your community organisation meets the eligibility requirements. The grant opportunity guidelines set out who is not eligible under the program. You should check whether your organisation is eligible. As an example, the following types of bodies are not eligible: local governments, unincorporated associations, non-corporate Commonwealth entities, for-profit organisations, individuals, partnerships. Now let's look at what's eligible for funding. Your project can cover just one activity or multiple activities, so as long as they're all eligible. The full list of eligible activities is in Section 5 of the Grant Opportunities Guidelines. The eligible activities have been chosen because they will assist community groups to improve energy-efficient practices and technologies and to reduce energy use and lower power bills. You can only choose from the activities that are listed in the guidelines. We can't fund other activities. Most of the eligible activities involve installing new energy generation and storage systems or upgrading existing equipment to more efficient models. For example, you can install a new solar PV or battery systems or replace air conditioners, hot water heaters, lights, and some appliances. You can also install new components to make your existing equipment run better, like sensors, timers, or digital controllers. You can also use the grant to conduct an energy audit or install a building management system. To be considered for the program, your MP will need to know details about your project, including the location, activities, total budget, and the amount of grant funding that you are seeking. You cannot apply for a different project from the one agreed to by your MP. MPs can only nominate projects physically located in their own electorate. If you are considering installing PV panels or batteries, then you must use installers that are accredited with the Clean Energy Council. PV panels, inverters, and lithium-ion battery products must be Clean Energy Council approved. We also recommend that you choose CEC-approved retailers. These can be found on the Clean Energy Council website under Find an Approved Solar Retailer. We also suggest that you choose a supplier who participates in the Solar Panel Validation Initiative, which aims to reduce product and installer fraud. It is your responsibility to ensure your project complies with any relevant laws and regulations, including state planning and safety regulations and relevant industry standards. You are also responsible for ensuring the project is appropriate for the project site. If you are successful in obtaining a grant but run into problems and can't go ahead, you may need to repay the funds. The grants can only be used to fund the eligible activities listed in the Grant Opportunity Guidelines. Other activities can't be funded, even if they would help to save energy at your community organisation. Examples of activities that won't be eligible are installing double glazing or shade sails, kitchen or bathroom renovations, extensions to the building, changes to the building layout, building a shed to house batteries, strengthening a roof to hold solar panels, purchasing a vehicle, purchasing washing machines, dryers, or domestic refrigerators. To finish up, here are some useful resources to help you complete your application and to scope out your projects. The most important resource to help you apply for a grant is the Grant Opportunity Guidelines, found at business.gov.au. The Grant Opportunity Guidelines are the authoritative source of information. Please make sure you read the guidelines carefully to ensure that both your organisation and project are eligible. If you have any questions about the application process, you should contact business.gov.au via the web form or on 132846. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.